Okay, after geoprimitives, we are going to explain the warp category. The warp category is for changing the scale and direction and add a noise to other node. For example, we have a simple hill here. Okay, we have a simple here, and we want to change it, add a more noise and warp it. Imagine your hill or your mountain or your node is looks like a mod, and you with your hand you can mix it, change it, add a uniform way to that. This is all about it for warps. First node here is a displace. Okay, the warp nodes are not using individually. If, as you can see, it has an error, it needs to input to that. It changes, adds something to the other nodes. For example, primitives node, texture, everything, texture node. It's warping them. So for doing that, we need to connect it to input of that. Hill, please displace it for me. And as you can see, it had changes to our hill. This is our hill, and this is a displacement format. But we have lots of things here. The method for changing this displacement, we have a standard. A standard means we have X and Y direction. It changed the strengths of this displacement in both X and Y axis. But if you make it, for example, a rugged, it's more strong, that standard. The vertical just change the displacement and the z-axis. Change the displacement and the z-axis. Be careful about that. Okay, we make it to the standard. And this is uniform tick is very important. If you tick that, it means all of these sliders are changing to X and Y axis. But if you untick that, as you can see, we have a vertical. And you can add the direction individually, but we like it uniformly if you want. You can change the scale of that noise that added to these hills, or how complexity of that, and change the random noise of that. The iteration, everywhere in this software you see iteration, it's multiplier of these other commands. So you can see it's multiply this noising with this. And you can create such a this thing. And the transform, it's moving in the x-axis, the whole thing in the x-axis, or moving in the y-axis. Why it does not changing? And you can scale it in X, wow, or scale it individually in a y-axis and create such these things if you want. Okay, this is the warp setting. Now, as you can see, we add just strengths vertically if you want. You can back it to the default. This is a transform for transforming the noise. It does not transform the hill. It transforms the noise at the top of the hill that you see. For example, if we change it more strengths, as you can see, we'll rock it more. It's transfer it on a hill. Okay, transfer on a hill. Okay, so you learn this displacement is just have to connect to output. This is our hill. Okay, it means, okay, after hills, we give output to the displacement. We want to add displacement to the hill. This is our hill. This is our displacement. This is nice for procedural modeling, and you can see it. You can come back and change it to see what happened here. Nice. First node of warp is displace. Hello, my friends. To continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.